first, second, third. What's going on, y'all? Welcome to a live edition of Trucking with LoShawn Parks, man. You guys know already the theory, the rhyme, the reason. Y'all could have been anywhere else in the world, but y'all here with me, man. And I appreciate that. All right. Been off of YouTube for, I think, what is it, about 2 weeks now. So a lot of people haven't been seeing me. And for those that have been following me, if you follow me on Facebook, you already know what's going on in the situation. Um, if you just follow me on YouTube, then you probably wouldn't have any idea what's going on with Lo. Okay, you guys probably wouldn't have a clue what's going on with Lo if you only follow on YouTube. Okay, but what y'all are reading in the title is no clickbait. It's not fake news. It's real news. All right, and we're gonna talk about it here tonight on my formal retirement from driving. Okay, now a lot of people are gonna be like, I knew it. Some people are gonna be like, uh, he might be soft or whatever, But I'm not retiring from. Notice I didn't say I was retiring from trucking. I just said that I'm retiring from driving. Okay, but we're gonna get into the whole spill on that situation. And the thing is this, I have to catch the guys up that follow me strictly only on YouTube, opposed to following me on the other platforms that I have, such as Facebook. And I haven't even posted this information on Instagram. Only thing that I post on Instagram is that YMG is hiring. Okay, and this is true. I am hiring for YMG. For those that are interested, I give a little bit of information about it here tonight. I'm actually going to do a video on the hiring process of what I'm looking for as far as hiring drivers for YMG, okay, which this has been talked about for a long time, okay, and people think that, stop talking about it and be about it. Well, I've always been about it, but I've actually been forced into being about it sooner than I intended on doing it, okay? And the reason is because of health reason, because like I said, if you've been following me on Facebook, you know what happened. And then shout outs to everybody who has made a video or has did a shout out or have sent me well wishes while I was in the hospital for 9 days, going through emergency surgery and things of that nature. I want to say thank you to those people. I know that the Wright brother made a video giving his well wishes and letting you guys know if you guys want to help with Lo, how you can go about doing that. Also, I know if you, like I said, a lot of the heavy movement of it, or the people that have the know abouts of it, has been on Facebook, okay? But like I said, the Wright brother did a video. Also, I don't want to mess this up. Choice Mass, shouts to Choice Mass, because he gave me a shout out in his video. I got wind of the word that he did that. So I want to shout out Choice Mass. Also, he hit me up on Facebook and had well wishes and blessings for me as well. So shouts to him. If I go through the names of everybody on Facebook that sent me well wishes and blessings while I was in the hospital for 9 days, I would be doing a live feed for probably an hour and a half just naming off people's names. That's just the amount of support that I had while I was in the hospital, okay? And still to this day, I'm still recovering right now. I am at home right now. You guys can see I'm in my house, and I'm still doing recovery. Still on pain medications. They somewhere over here on the counter. Okay, still on pain medications, and just taking it one day at a time as far as the recovery process goes. Okay, I thought I had a picture to try to catch the people up to date on YouTube. Once again, that's not following on Facebook. Let me just tell you here briefly. I was diagnosed with Meckel's diverticulus. or Meckel's diverticulum. Okay, I don't know. I'm probably saying that second part wrong, but I know it's Meckel's diverticulum. I don't know if it's diverticulum or ticulitis. I'm not sure. Um, I don't have the ticulitis part of it. Okay, I know it's a ticulitis part. I have I think diverticulum. Okay, but what it is I had it's something that is on your umbilical cord from birth. Okay, and it's supposed to, according to what the doctors say, it's supposed to go away, um, in your youth, when you're young. Okay, it's not something that's supposed to stay on your small intestines. Okay, so what ended up happening is this issue didn't go away at youth, and it grew like an incision, or excuse me, not an incision, but it grew like a pocket, okay, on my small intestines. And 35 years later, which I am now, it's still there. And what ended up happening is it started to become inflamed or inflammatory or whatever. Okay, I'm not big on. I'm not a doctor or a nurse or anything. My wife is. She could explain it better, but trying to get my wife on camera is like not gonna happen. Okay, she don't want to be on camera. So, but basically what it is, it grew like a pocket, a sack or whatever, and began filling up. Okay, and I've been dealing with this issue probably for some years now. I haven't had a bad stomach cramping issue like that part that I had come back, like I had 9 days, or when I was in the hospital for 9 days. I haven't had that much pain um, in about 10 years. Okay, the last time that I had an issue with it was probably about 10 years ago. And I went to the emergency room and they couldn't find it. The only thing they gave me was a cocktail and gave me some morphine, and the pain went away. And I guess from it inflammatory or whatever, okay, from it expanding, it actually, I guess, had stopped or went down. Um, so they did x-rays back then and they just couldn't figure nothing out. Okay, well, this time the pain persisted in my stomach for over a week and a half before I finally went to the hospital to get checked out. And they tried to do the same thing. They ran x-rays. The x-ray came back and they just thought that, maybe it was a constipation thing. That wasn't the situation. The pain still was still on a level of like 10. Okay, it felt like somebody had punched me in my gut and caught me off guard. Okay, that's how it felt. It felt real bad. So what they ended up doing is running a CAT scan, and the CAT scan ended up showing inflation. Yeah, there you go. Inflation is the word you're looking for. Thank you. Inflation. Yeah, inflation is the word I'm looking for. I appreciate that. So they seen the inflation on the intestine, or where it was, had the growth at on my small intestines, and they had to do emergency surgery on me. All right, so they admitted me into the ER, and I went into the ER probably about 12 o'clock in the afternoon, and they had to do emergency surgery by 8 o'clock that night, because according to the CAT scan, it looked like it was about to be ruptured. Okay, it was about to break. So they did emergency surgery on me, and good thing that I guess that I came into the emergency room. I went into the VA because I'm a veteran. I went into the VA, and they was able to see me. According to the doctors, if I probably would have just hung out with the pain for inflation. Yeah, inflation. Y'all see me. I appreciate y'all getting me right. Inflation. Because I couldn't figure the word. I want to say like inflammatory, inflation. Y'all got me though. Inflation, man. But what ended up, if I would have went, what I was saying was, if I would have went like an additional 2 days, then it could have killed me. Okay, because it would have ruptured, it would have broke, and it could have, put a whole lot of poison into my body, and then I could have passed away, simple as in my sleep, in a sleeper. Okay, so it's kind of like a blessing and a curse, because it's a blessing that I found that I went into the ER for the VA when I did. And it's a blessing as well that they was able to find this issue on my small intestines before it did rupture. And yeah, but the cursed part about it is that it has put me into basically retirement mode. Okay, I can't lift or do any strenuous work for 6 to 8 weeks. Okay, which is roughly going to be about 2 months. But in that process time, I just figured, like, I had a lot of time to yeah, and also like you're saying, Christy, be careful of the scar tissue. That's another thing that they told me, is that the scar tissue could cause the small intestines to block back up again, which if that happens, I have to have this surgery all over again. Okay, so I have to be on standby for this for quite some time. Okay, and with me being out on the road, the thing is this happened in Albany, New York. Okay, so me being my family being in North Carolina, when this happens, I don't have, if this happens on the road again and I'm admitted, and they have to do a surgery again, I don't have family. My MOS was 77 Foxtrot, Petroleum Supply Specialist. But if this happens again, I don't have a support system to be with me. Okay, and when they did this emergency surgery, the thing that made a light go off in my head and make me really, put a scare on me, is that they told me that with the operation, that I wasn't guaranteed to survive. Okay, and that kind of put a reality check in me, because I wasn't able to tell my kids bye. I wasn't able to tell my mother bye. Now, my mother was on her way from North Carolina on the plane to Albany, New York. My wife would have came, but my wife is due to drop my son in about 4 or 5 weeks. So the doctors in the airline's not going to allow a woman that is 5 weeks away from giving birth to get on the plane. So the reality was that they told me that I may not survive this. It's a 50-50 chance. And they also asked me if I would have lost my heartbeat. Did they want me to revive me or bring me back to life? So when you hear that kind of stuff and you're laying there on that bed about to go and get surgery, and you realize that you're thousands of miles away from home, and you didn't get opportunity to say bye, it kind of messes with you. So the thing is this, you guys know I've talked about coming out of the truck by December of this year. But I have elected or decided, after further talks with my family, that I am going to come out of the truck now, and that I am going to put, a team operation in my truck. Okay, so the beginning of YMG building the fleet begins now. Okay, it's you deal with things in life where it's like, are you prepared for it? Kinda, sorta, not really. It's a little earlier than I thought. Like I said, I had the plan for it to happen by December. So, I ended my plan January 25th is when I went into the hospital, and I just got released from the hospital on Saturday in Albany, and me and my mother flew back to Charlotte, North Carolina Saturday, and we got here. I got home Saturday afternoon about 6 o'clock. So 22 years in the Navy. Shouts to you, Victor. Salute to you, brother. And shouts to all my veterans that are in here. Salutes to you guys, veterans, active duty, retired to retirement, National Guard, reserves. Shout outs, salute to all you guys. Definitely in my heart every day, my prayers, because the sacrifice that we've done, or that you have done, to keep this country protected, and to keep the freedom, and allowing for us and our families to continue to be free and to do what they want to do in this United States of America is just a blessing. Okay, a lot of us veterans, a lot of us active duty members, a lot of military personnel are not thanked enough. Okay, for the service that they do every day. We put our lives. Well, for me, I'm a veteran, but I did, and for the active duty, put their lives on the line every single day for us as the citizens of America to be able to do the things that we like to do. For instance, a lot of people that follow me are truck drivers. To be able to be a truck driver, the sacrifice, the ultimate sacrifice that the military does. So for sure. I see people are asking me, am I going to need a driver? Now, for my truck right now, is going to be the first truck that is going to be employed with YMG, okay, in a sense, okay. Now, Trucker Brown's truck is with YMG, but Trucker Brown is driving his truck, okay. But as far as my truck goes, looking for a team operation, okay. Need the team operation to be an experienced team operation. Now, what do I mean by experienced team operation? You need to have at least 1 year of running together with the teammate that you're coming with to YMG. Okay, you have to have that. Okay, it's just, to me, I'm not looking to place a solo person with another solo person to create a team. I'm not looking to do that. I'm looking for experienced team operation, preferably husband and wife, because it to me, it's just easier to deal with a husband and wife opposed to the other form of it, where it's best friends or something of that nature. I would prefer for it to be husband and wife. The next things, a couple things I would prefer, you can't be a smoker. I know that I'm going to catch probably a lot of heat for that, or a lot of people are not going to want to apply, but you have to realize that I'm in trucking now as a business. So when it's time to resell the trucks or to turn the trucks over, it's really, really hard to get cigarette smoke or any of that type of smoke out of the truck as far as the smell goes. Now, I don't mind if you vape, okay? If you're a vapor like myself, then vaping is fine, okay? Vaping is not going to be something that sticks in the truck, but like cigarettes, Black and Milds, anything of that nature, cigars or anything of that nature, I cannot have that in our trucks, okay? Now, these positions are going to be company driver positions, okay? And what I mean by company driver positions, they're not going to be 1099 positions. You will be a W-2 employee, okay? And with the W-2 employee, I do not offer benefits, okay? We do not offer benefits at YMG. So you will have to find health benefits through the marketplace, okay? But we will offer to do the W-2, so we'll withhold the taxes, and then at the end of the year, you just file as a regular employee with your taxes through however you want to do it, H&R Block, whatever. So it takes the burden away from having to worry about doing taxes or worrying about write-offs, because you won't have any write-offs, because you won't be responsible for the truck. You won't be responsible for fuel or anything of that nature. Now, what I'm paying my teams is 52 cents all miles dispatched split. Now, what does that mean? Depending on your experience coming in to it, you'll start out at 52 cents. Now, if I get a husband and wife team that's been driving and doing team for 15 years, then, I have to pay for their experience. I'm willing to pay for experience, but starting in the gate, 1 year experience, you're going to come in at 52 cents. Okay. That's just how it's going to be, unless I know that you have the experience and I know the type of runner that you are, then we can talk about increases. Now, there will be a pay increase after 90 days, okay? So we're looking at coming in at 52 cents. If you are a hard running team, you guys are doing everything spectacular, then I will look into bumping you up to 55 cents for all dispatch miles split. Now, the freight that we're going to be dealing with YMG is going to be refrigeration, prime freight, okay? It's going to be prime refrigeration. You will be running from coast to coast, okay? I'm not going to sit here and sugarcoat it and lie to you guys, okay? You will be running from coast to coast, but after doing research online, at 52 cents starting out for a team operation being company drivers, that's one of the top paying that leading in the industry. Okay, I've only seen a couple other places that offer more, but in order for them to offer you more, they want you to pull hazmat. You won't have to pull hazmat with YMG unless you have your hazmat and you want to pull hazmat. And if you do have hazmat and want to pull hazmat, then that's something that we can speak about on a case-by-case basis. Where the more experience you have, the more credentials you have, then of course, with me being the COO or the person that's running the operation, then I'm willing to pay for experience. I got you right now. What's called? I'm about to make you one. There you go. I got you. There you go. You should be one now, Mr. 10 Toes Down. It's my partner right there, Logan. But with the more experience, the more credentials you have, I'm willing to pay for that. Okay. Want you guys to realize that Lo is a driver himself, or was a driver. Okay. So I'm for the driver. Okay, but at the same time, I want people to understand that I do have a business to run. How much do they prime pay percentage rates? It wouldn't matter as far as percentage, because you're going to be on cent per mile. So the percentage wouldn't matter. I'm not offering that percentage pay on this truck. You will be a team driver. I can promise you anywhere between 45 to 5,500 average miles per week. Okay, somewhere in the ballpark, your paycheck will be for the team drivers. Split will be 1,200 a piece, 12 to 1,400 a piece, just depending on how many miles you run. So you will make anywhere from 12 to 1,400 a piece a week. Okay, it will be weekly payout. Once again, I am going to do a whole YouTube video on this, and explain in detail in a video, more in detail for those that want to know. But for those that aren't here right now, if you know of any teams that are a solid team that are looking for a better opportunity with a company where they can still team drive, like I said, once again, preferably husband and wife, let them know to reach out to. I'm gonna give you guys an email address right now. Okay, the email address is rstriverside@gmail.com. All right, once again, that is rstriverside@gmail.com. Okay, you reach out to them. In the subject line, make sure that you put down drive for YMG. Put down drive for YMG. Let them know that you're interested in the team position. And then both of the applicants, husband and wife preferably, once again, or an experienced team, needs to fill out an application. Okay. Once again, the minimum is a year of experience, and I need it to be a year of experience team driving. Okay. Right now, at the moment in time, we are not looking for solo drivers. Will solo drivers positions come available? They will. Okay. They will. I see somebody just put it out there. Trucker Taylor just put it out there for you guys. Yep, rstriverside@gmail.com. Subject line, drive for YMG. If you are a team and you are looking for this. Now, I can tell you, I looked into places like Swift. I know that Swift is starting their teams out at about 50 cents a mile. Okay, and we're doing 52, so that's better. With after 90 days, the potential of going up to 55. I think Prime does their teams at about 50 as well. The only place that I've seen that was higher than the amount that I'm offering was places that wanted you to pull doubles or pull triples or pull hazmat. Okay, I've seen US Express, I believe, was paying their teams 87 cents split all dispatch miles, but you have to pull hazmat. Okay, and once again, for that, then to pull hazmat, you should be paid more. I agree with that. So. You will receive all the perks of the field discounts that Prime has. You will utilize the Prime facilities that Prime utilizes. So you'll be able to utilize the terminals. Whenever the truck breaks down as a company driver for YMG, everything is handled through us. Okay, it's nothing that team is going to have to worry about, because once again, you're a company driver. So I'm be the one that'll be taking care of everything that's going on. Appreciate you, SoCal, for handling that, man. Keep them, all my moderators, keep them blocked, okay? If they in here with that fugazi, we ain't about it, okay? We over here, we talking about money, okay? We talking business. We ain't talking none of that foolishness. They can take that next door to the circus, okay? If they want to be circus. So, hey, B. Amos says making boss moves. That, yeah, it's kind of interesting because, you know, you set up to be in this position, or as part of your business plan. And once again, like my wife told me, tell me your business plan, or tell God your business plan, and he'll change it. Okay, because you can't plan nothing. The only person that can plan your future for you is God Himself. Okay, so you just got to roll with the punches. As far as I don't dance now. I make money moves. Yeah, you feel me? Let me get a drink, okay? I'm gonna let you guys know. Hey, look, y'all probably just heard it crack open, man. Ain't nothing but a Pepsi, okay? Low don't drink. I don't drink like that anyway, but that's the moves that we're making. Probably the first 4 or 5 trucks are going to be team operation. All right, I ain't gonna lie to you. Also, something that I would look into on a case-by-case basis. If a husband has been driving for, let's just say, 3-4 years, and he wants to bring his wife on, and he's willing to train her or something of that nature on as long as she has her CDL already, that would be something I would look into bringing them on as well. Because I know that he has the experience, and it's a husband and wife team. I wouldn't have to worry about too much of the backing out thing. Choice Mass in the building. What's going on, fam? I hollered you. I shouted you out earlier. I can see you being successful. Hey, look, Choice, I'm just trying, man. That's it. All right? That's it. Hey, Choice, check it out. I'm going to have a video. I got a video uploaded and rendered. I just need to release it. I'm probably going to release it either late this week, which is already late this week. It's Thursday. I'm probably going to release it like Monday. It's a tarping load. Or it's a style of tarping called Aero Tarp. Okay, my homeboy Rob Bolin did this style of tarping, dog. It's super dope. So to all my flatbedder people out there, I'm still flatbedding hard all day. I ain't never going nowhere. I'm flatbed, but I must say that YMG is gonna be refrigeration. Okay, it's not gonna be flatbed. Okay, but I still am gonna drop tips and jewels for my flatbedders all day, because that's what it is. I'm flatbedding hard all day. All right, I ain't going nowhere. But Choice, make sure you check out that video later on this week about tarp, man. It's a dope style on how to do like an aero style tarp over like some coils or something or of that nature, man. Really, really smooth, dope thing, man. And appreciate your blessings too, Choice. I gotta send your daughter some money because she run track. I said I used to run track back when I was in high school, so I support anybody, any young athlete that is about track too. So I got something coming away, okay? And I appreciate the support, Choice. Appreciate you, man. If you guys aren't subscribed to Choice's channel, he's on YouTube as well. Choice Mass, y'all see him down there. You may see his picture, or if you catch this on the replay, Choice Mass. He works for TMC, and that's the thing. I get a lot of people that ask me, Choice, about TMC. I'm gonna have to refer them over to you, bruh, because I don't know much about TMC. But if you are interested in TMC doing flatbed, Choice Mass, he got the information for you. Okay, I just wanted to plug that real quick. But yeah, that's what I got going on. So once I get through about the 3rd or 4th truck of teams, then I'll start hiring on solo drivers. Okay, I'll start hiring solo drivers to come in and to do solo. Okay, and then at that point in time, and once I start bringing on solo drivers, I'll probably, or I may open up the flatbed division side of it. Okay, at that point in time, and we may be dealing with like some drop deck. We may be dealing with like vehicles and things of that nature. So I think that when I do include the flatbed side to YMG, it's going to be specialized freight. Okay, I just don't want to deal with too much general commodity with YMG. I know where the money is at in flatbed, and it's on specialized. And if you come over for flatbed side, then we about getting that paper. Okay, I want to be able to pay my company drivers on the flatbed side the same thing. I want to be able to pay them 52, 55 cents a mile for my solo drivers. Okay, so we got to get that specialized freight, which I got some contracts already in the works. And with me being able to be home now and be able to work from the house, getting ready to set up an office for myself. All right, I'm gonna get in contact with some connects that I had when I was at the previous carrier and get it cracking. Okay, and link up with some of my connects as far as like the school buses go, as far as like the ambulances go. I got connects on that to where I can get it cracking. Also, right here in my own state, I can go down to the heavy machinery places and get it cracking too, as far as step deck goes, and possibly even getting into RGNs and things of that nature. So I got big plans for YMG to continue expanding. We look to expand. Our goal right now, and I know a lot of people say you're not supposed to tell all your business, but it is what it is. This is our business projection. Whether we hit the mark or we miss the mark, at least we're going to shoot for the projection. But YMG is looking to have at least anywhere between 6 to 8 trucks on by the end of 2018, and then just continue growing and seeing what the margin will be for 2019. So that is our goal. Right now, we do have 2 trucks. Like I said, once again, we have Trucker Brown's truck, which he's driving himself, and we have my truck right now, which right now my truck is on its way to Canada, okay, with a team in there right now from Chris, the owner of RST, is in there, and also Rob Bolin is in there, and they're taking a Carlisle load up to Canada. So my truck is still running heavy, okay? My truck is still on the road making money until we get the team that needs to go in there. Now, once we find the team and you fill out the application, we'll fly you out to Houston, okay? Where that is going to be the location where you will be picking the trucks up from, okay? That's going to be, that's going to be the home base of where the trucks will be picked up at. And you will also be picking your load up out of Houston, okay? So once you come into Houston, you finish your drug test. Also, we are a drug test, okay? I'm letting y'all know. We do random drug tests, okay? If y'all want to know. So don't be trying to come over with dirty piss and all that stuff. We do random drug tests. It's part of what we have to do, okay? So there it is. As far as felonies go, it is on a case-by-case basis. It just depends on how long ago it was, and it depends on what the charge was for, okay? So as far as for felonies, it is a case-by-case basis. Just depends, okay? If you were caught for robbery, if you was probably caught for murdering of a family or something, or you was caught for transporting drugs or something, I can't help you. I can't give you a job for that, okay? But if it's something that you have been clean or whatever for X amount of years, then we can make something happen more than likely, okay? But once again, you have to get through that. Speeding tickets, I see that right now. Somebody just put that in there. Speeding tickets are on a case-by-case basis. It's going to depend on what the insurance company deems as qualified or disqualified, okay? So I just want to put that out there. We pay a lot of freaking money for the insurance, okay? Chris has a very, very good policy with his insurance, and his insurance is, we spend a lot of bread, okay? So they're a little bit more lenient just because of the bread, the amount that we're spending on insurance. But at the same time, we can't just have just anything going down the highway in our trucks, okay? Will you guys have a lease program? That right now is to be determined, okay? I'm not sure if I want to do that quite yet, okay? I don't know. I can't give, that's to be determined. That would be later on. What's the age requirement? Age requirement is, I guess if you need a year of driving as a team, I guess it would probably be like 22, okay? The minimum would be 22 because you would need to get that year. So you couldn't be 21 and say that you've been driving a team in OTR for a year. You have to be 21 or older to be able to go OTR. So essentially minimum age would be 22. YMG is based out of Charlotte, but RST is based out of Houston, Texas. YMG is actually based out of Atlanta, Georgia, okay? I am here in Charlotte, okay? This is just where I handle my business. This is where I handle the business for YMG at. But YMG is actually based out of Atlanta, Georgia, and RST is in Houston, but we are signed on to RST. So when we signed on to RST, our plates are Texas, and you have to have the truck down there in Texas to get an inspection through Texas in order to get the Texas plate. So everything has to go through Houston as far as the trucks and as far as getting signed on and everything of that nature. The woman that handles that handles our back office for us is Chris' wife. Her name is Stacy. Excellent woman. She does her job and she does it well. So this is the reason why I say you need to send a email to rstriverside@gmail.com if you are interested in driving for YMG on the team side. Okay, you need to send that to her. What Stacy does is she forwards it back to me, and she will forward you an application. You need to finish the application, send it back over to her, and send it to her with your driver's license, your medical card, and she's going to run everything for you from there. So Stacy handles YMG's back office. What I do is do the hiring, which, by the way, trying to hire drivers, man, is woo. You've always heard people say trying to hire drivers is hard. Yeah, it is, okay? But let me tell you what's even harder, trying to hire teams, okay? Good teams, okay? Now, you can hire any team off the street, any Joe Blow, but trying to find a solid, good team is very, very hard. And the reason why is because a lot of them are already locked up in good situations, okay? They're already either doing their own thing or something of that nature. So trying to find the ones that have been doing it for a long time is really, really hard, okay? So that's how that goes. Will you offer specialized training for oversized loads? We will. We will offer that as long as you have some sort of flatbed experience. We can slowly train you into specialized. Once that flatbed part comes, like I said, that flatbed division with YMG is pretty far away, okay? I would say it's not happening within the next year and a half to 2 years, probably. Now, if things move a lot faster than what's projected, then, then things can happen. But right now, as far as the flatbed specialized division goes, we're probably about a year to 2 years out on that. I'm gonna be honest with you. Are you going to have your teams doing expediting? Absolutely. That's the whole purpose of the teams, is they will be doing expediting freight. With Prime, once again, Prime deals with a lot of different freight. Prime deals with FedEx. Prime deals with produce that needs to be expedited. They have a lot of things that they are dealing with, and my teams will be pulling Prime freight. Okay, Prime freight. So you will be dispatched from a Qualcomm ELD system. You will not have to worry about never having a load. Okay, the loads, I'm not going to say are endless, but I will say that the loads are lengthy. Okay, there's a lot of loads. Prime has a lot of good customers, and will keep that truck moving and keep you going. Okay, and that's for sure. Is RST doing lease purchase yet? They're not doing it yet. I think Chris is going to start getting into that probably around April. This man is on point. Hashtag knows this shit. Hey, I appreciate it, man. I haven't started driving yesterday, but this is a long time coming. This has been something that I've spoken about for years. If people that have been following my channel for years know that this is the progression, this is the move, the steps that I'm going towards, and I've been showing that. You know what I mean? And it just has happened sooner than I wanted it to, for the simple fact of medical reasons. It's not because I wanted to get out of the truck, because like I said, it's bittersweet. I'm really not ready to stop driving, okay? Because I love driving. It's a passion of mine. But at the same time, I need to be here for my kids, for the health. And I have to stay healthy, and I have to be here to raise my children and to support my family. So I have to do what I have to do in that sense, okay? Now, will I be off the road completely? Maybe not, because when my teams may need to go home, maybe I need to get out on the road and run for a week while they're home. I may get in there and run for a week or something. But as far as it being a full-time gig for me, not any longer. Not any longer. Are you going back to poker? No, I probably won't go back to poker. Now, I will still play poker as like a fun hobby, okay? But will I play poker full time? Probably not. I want to put a lot of energy into making sure that YMG is successful, because trying to run a fleet takes a lot of paying attention, a lot of detail, a lot of basically going from business to business, trying to sell yourself. So it's going to take enough time of mine And to make sure that my drivers are satisfied, happy. If they need anything, I need to figure out what their needs are. So that's what it is. Making that generational wealth. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Home time. The home time is I would typically like to see my teams out anywhere from 6 to 8 weeks at a time. Preferably 8 weeks at a time or better. That would be great. But preferably 6 to 8 weeks at a time. Like I said, once again, leaning more on 8 weeks a time. That's why I prefer husband and wife, because then they can stay out on the road longer because they have each other. Okay, so it's not one is missing the other. They are on the road together and exploring. So that's what it is. What's your pay rates? My pay rate is going to be 52 cents a mile start out. 52 cents a mile, dispatched all miles split. I think it is good for you to be able to start your own fleet and be able to be home with your family. I think it is most every trucker's dream, but good luck with your fleet. Hey, I appreciate that. Thanks so much, Mac. I'm trying, man. Just passed my CDL exam yesterday. Your videos was one of my motivation. That's what's up. Appreciate that. Much blessings, man. Thank you. You said by the end of 2018 you will have 8 trucks. Will they be all teams? No. Now all 8 trucks won't be teams. Like I said, the first 4 trucks will be teams, and then the other 4 trucks will probably be solo. So that's how we're looking. But the first 4 trucks, we're trying to get a team. Am I a military vet? Yes, I am. Tanker in the future? Probably not. I'm not gonna lie. Tanker is quite some work. I just no, tanker takes a lot, so I don't think tanker in the future at all for YMG. Will all 8 be reefer? All 8 will be reefer. Well, I'm gonna say it like this. I won't say all 8 will be reefer. I will say the first 4, the team trucks are going to be refrigeration. Okay, off top, the team trucks will be refrigeration, and then the other 4 could either I may take 2 flatbeds and I may put the other 2 on refrigeration. Okay, so. There you go. That'll be on a case-by-case basis as well after I get the first 4 team trucks. Will you contract any work out to owner-op, team, or solo? Will I? I'm not quite sure about that yet. That's in the works too. I may go ahead and get my broker's license and become a broker or agent or something of that nature, but that's down the line as well. But not part of the plans as of right now. All right, what else you guys got? I'm trying to catch up. I'm current on. I know I missed a lot of you guys' questions. I'm catching them as they pop in, as I see them, and we not worrying about the people that's in here trolling. Matter of fact, if y'all would like to, my moderator's already here. Moderators, go ahead and shut the trolls down. Everybody else, the trolls like when you pay attention to them. Okay, if you ignore them, then it is what it is. So we're not gonna pay no attention to them. Ask your questions as you have them, and we'll keep it moving. Still planning on purchasing Western Stars for your team and solo. Yes, JB. As we go, it's either going to be Western Stars or they're going to be like the Cascadias, like I have the Cascadia, the new Cascadia. So those are going to be the 2 options. Have you ever looked into? I don't know what that is. Do you have any advice for how to explain to my fiance the benefits of trucking so she won't trip for me leaving? It's really no way to explain it, man. It's going to be rough for the first couple of months for both of you, okay? Because you're going to miss her, you're going to be away from her, and she's going to miss you, and things of that nature. So the best thing to do is just for both of y'all to look at it like it's a sacrifice that both of you are committed to making to make a better future for both of y'all. So that's probably about the best I can tell you, but I can tell you now it's not going to be easy. You are an amazing man, so skilled in your profession. Love these videos, man. Hey, I appreciate that, Tom, man, definitely. And just because I'm retiring from driving does not mean that I'm retiring from YouTube, that I'm going to stop giving you guys videos. If anything, my YouTube channel is going to start turning more towards the fleet side, okay, of how to build a fleet, the daily things you see in owning a fleet, the good, the bad, the ugly, things of that nature, and possibly even taking you guys along with me. Maybe I might stick a little hidden camera somewhere, and when I go in to try to get a contract done, so that you guys can see how it is to get contracts or something of that nature. I mean, my channel is not going to stop. Okay, I'm going to continue to bless you guys with information. I'm going to continue to try to show up to trucking events if I can. Now, this match truck show that's coming up in March, I don't know if I'll be able to make it because my son will be born, and it just depends on how my wife feels. If my wife tells me it's a no-go, then I wouldn't be able to make that one. Now, I may be able to make GATs, okay? But MATs, I don't know. It's kind of like on the ropes because that's going to be about the same time that my son is being born. So I don't know about that one. Get that knowledge so that more people can be successful. That's what's up. Yeah, definitely, man, because there's nobody else out here that's... Look, check it out. All right? I'm going to be honest with y'all, right now. 100, okay? There's no other channel that's YouTube that's talking about trucking, okay? That is YouTube truckers, okay? Because that's loads of YouTube trucker. I'm sorry, that's what I am, okay? I mean, it's in my brand name, so in YTTA. But there's no other channel that is doing this, right? That's dropping generational wealth, that's dropping tools to get you to the next level in life, right? There's nobody else that's talking that money game, okay? There's nobody. Who else? Look, check it out too. If I can be honest with y'all. Yo, leasing wasn't supposed to be cool at all, ever, right? Leasing was supposed to be a fool's game. Leasing was supposed to be you can't win. Leasing was supposed to be you the sucker of the game. Lo came into the game 3 years ago on YouTube talking about leasing. I was the only one on YouTube talking about leasing. I'm the only one that succeeded in talking about leasing. Everybody else used to say, if you leased, you was a sucker. It was a sucker move. Let's keep it truthful. I made leasing. I made leasing cool. Okay? I made people that were afraid to do leasing. Okay? Who else is doing that? Okay? I put out the information to make people be successful in leasing by listening to what I'm saying. And more every day, I get more and more messages about people following my videos and becoming successful in leasing. Nobody else was doing that. And still to this day, nobody else's channels can touch me when it comes to being successful in this industry and making money. All right? Nobody else. It's funny. I beat all odds. All right? I was supposed to be another failure on YouTube talking about leasing. But this is the reason why people don't like Lo or go against Lo, is because I beat the odds. This is the only dude on YouTube that is successful or has been successful in leasing. Ain't that crazy? So there's no other channel in trucking as far as on this leasing level, that's beating my channel. That's beating me. Trucker Brown, see you in here with the googly eyes. All right? All right? And Trucker Brown can vouch for this. You know what I'm saying? Matty Ice can vouch for this. All right? Who else on here is making leasing look like it's something that you can do? All right? Who else? Because the problem is Lo beat all odds on it. You say Jeffrey Like is doing a full maintenance lease. I'm not doing a full maintenance lease. I don't have full maintenance on my truck at all. And it's not to take away anything from Jeffrey Like, but I'm not talking about like the full maintenance lease. All right? I'm at a barbecue. I bet you is, TB. You're always at a barbecue. You're always at a damn barbecue. But I'm just saying, I was supposed to lose. I was supposed to lose because I went to a carrier that had high truck notes. that had truck notes that was out of this world at Prime. You was supposed to lose. You paying $1,000 a week. You paying $4,000 a month. You can't get ahead that way. That's funny because I'm still here standing. That's funny because I still can tell people, even with you having a $1,000 truck note a week, how you still can be successful. That's interesting to me. But I mean, it's just funny. I wanted to put that out there, okay? That you got to remember, I stay focused, okay? And that's why I preach what I say, when winners focus on winning. And losers will continuously focus on winners. Okay, that's just that has been my motto now for what, a year now? All right, I stick by it. That's true. All right, YTTA has stayed true the whole way through, regardless of how people feel, regardless of how people may want to downplay it. We've been the strongest group in here. We've helped the most people out in here, in this industry. Half of the people that either are creating YouTube channels right now or that are on YouTube right now came out of the YTTA camp. One of the YTTA members got them into trucking, whether it been myself, whether it been Trucker Brown, whether it been the Wright brother, whether it been Shadow Wolf. But then so many people want to talk down on YTTA like we ain't doing nothing. But it's funny to me because half of the people that's on the screen that people are watching, we influenced them to get into it. We changed their lifestyle. And this is how they repay us? By talking shit? It's funny to me. That's why I don't indulge into the dramas, the BS that goes on, or the name callings that come towards YTTA or towards my people. My brothers, Trucker Brown, Wright brother, Shadow Wolf, SoCal. I don't pay no attention to it because I'm not even gonna say 10 times out of 10, we're the reason that they in that position that they in right now. It ain't because they just decided to jump up and jump into trucking. Now they got on YouTube, they looked at some stuff, they ran into one of our channels, and we inspired them or motivated them to feel like they could do this. And that's truth. Junior Honduras, yeah, but Junior's my man, okay, 50 bands. Don't get it twisted. But we was doing, no offense, we was doing this before. All right? I think that if you ask Junior, I'm not sure how long Junior's been. I don't know if I influenced Junior or what, but Junior's my man, 50 bands. So I don't have no shame in that at all. But I believe that if I may say, I probably influenced Junior. But Junior puts out some hella videos, okay? Don't take nothing from it. He puts out some hella good training videos. Matter of fact, I recommend that you guys watch Junior Honduras videos if you're coming into the industry to learn about the back end maneuvers, because see, everybody has a lane. That's the problem. Everybody has a lane. For instance, Junior Honduras, he is good at what he does at his lane, and that is teaching people how to back, teaching the students, showing the students maneuver and things like that. I'm good at what I do, talking about leasing, talking about generational wealth, talking about building and getting the bread, all right? My brother TB is good at what he does. He keeps you guys entertained. He puts thoughts on your mind. He talks about things that may be controversial. So he's doing what he does. SoCal does what he does. He talks about mechanical things. He talks about having his own authority. Okay? Everybody has their lane. Shadow Wolf talks about being the veteran in the game. Okay? Everybody, the thing is this. If everybody would just stay in their lane and focus on what they talking about and what they doing, opposed to jumping in the next lane and worrying about what the next man is doing, we wouldn't have issues in this industry. I see somebody say Casanova. Casanova, my man, 50 bands. You can ask Trucker Brown. We asked this man to come back. Casanova did a hell of a job when Casanova was on YouTube. Casanova was before me, okay? Now, I'm gonna be truthful with you. I didn't watch anybody's videos on YouTube before I went into leasing, okay? I didn't know about YouTube videos until Chris got on the truck with me, my homeboy Chris. I trained him, and he started telling me about certain YouTubers, YouTube truckers that he watched, and then that's when I started watching it, and that's how that all occurred. But I was already in trucking for 2 years prior to me actually getting my ass up on YouTube and watching truckers on YouTube. So that's truth, okay? But Casanova did his thing. He stayed, and you notice Casanova stayed in his lane when he was doing YouTube. He never jumped out of his lane. He never tried to talk about something that he never did. All right? He never did that. Casanova was talking about running trucks, having your own authority, and how to talk to these brokers and agents out here, and don't let them stiff you, and building yourself a fleet. All right? Stayed in his lane his whole time. All right? Truth. The problem is when guys want to jump out their lane and jump in somebody else's lane, or try to turncoat everybody against the good guys, if you will, or turncoat everybody against the guys that are influencing this industry. That's a problem. I just feel like everybody stay in your lane, and then we all could get along. But the reason why we can't get along is because people won't stay in their lane. And that's just truth. I mean, I'm being honest. All right? I'm being honest. But jump in another lane, you might crash. Crazy wreck. Yeah, you might, when they jump in another lane, you start to sideswipe people. You know what happened when you sideswipe people, right? It goes on your record, okay? It goes on your record. So, I don't know, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. To close this out, the issue that Guilty and my brother Trucker Brown have with each other, I really wish that the shit would die. Okay, I'm gonna be, before I get up out of here, I'm about to skedaddle. Guilty, if you watch this video, bro, and you make it through this video this long, or if anybody want to relate this message to Guilty, we need to let this shit die. Honestly, okay. The back and forth, taking the shots at Trucker Brown, the back and forths of, and I have no issues, with Guilty. I mean, seemed to be a cool guy. I got no problems with him, But to go back and forth about this brand thing on YouTube, trucker, not a trucker on YouTube, like, to me, dog, we the same color. I might be lighter, okay? But you get what I'm saying. We the same. When does enough of this down in our own kind, our own people, come to a fucking end? Real talk. So I ask of both of them, not just of him, but Guilty and to my brother Trucker Brown, man, let that shit die. It ain't helping nobody's brand, okay? Because what ends up happening is this person runs back and tells that person runs back and tells this person, and then you have everybody on there, everybody follow everybody, bro. That's the thing about it. Everybody follow everybody. It's the same crowd. You don't have no different subscribers than what everybody else that has on trucking. Don't. I know it may feel that way, but for the most part, they listen to everybody. Everybody listen to everybody. So instead of all of this fake beef, because that's what it is, to be honest, it's fake beef. Ain't nobody gonna do a damn thing to nobody. Okay? So since it's fake beef, it's fake news, let's end it. Okay? Everybody stay in their own lane. YTTA gonna continue doing what we doing. I want Guilty to continue doing what he doing. Okay, I wish him much success in everything that he's doing, but we need to bring this shit to an end. I'm tired of hearing about the dumb shit. It's old. It's played. And that's down. This is me, Guilty. This is me speaking for the first time, because, dog, this shit needs to end. And I'm speaking the same thing to Trucker Brown, my brother. This shit needs to end. Both of y'all need to let that shit go to the left. All right? Everybody stay in their lanes. And that's just how I feel, all right? I don't know. That's what it is. And that's just me being truthful about the whole situation. All right, I've been on here for an hour, y'all. I ain't about to sit up here all night with y'all. Y'all got a little bit of information, man. My health is getting better. I'm going to continue taking these meds. My wife is going to continue being my nurse. And more things to come from YMG. And, we're going to continue doing what we do. All right. I appreciate all 300 of you guys in here. If you guys would do Lo the biggest favor on your way out the door, hit that like button one time. And the only reason I say hit the like button one time is so that this can get out to more people. Because, YMG is hiring, right? It's exciting. It's an exciting time. And we're trying to put some money in some people's pockets that are looking for better opportunity. And that's what it's all about, is creating opportunity for those to do better for their family. All right? Man, I mess with all y'all, man. All right? Next live feed, I don't know. All right? Maybe next week or something. But I got 2 videos I got to upload. One will be about the hiring for YMG. And the second one will be a tarping job for my flatbedders, for the flatbedders. You already know what it is. Flatbed squad in the building. All right. Once again, if you are a team and you're experienced and you're looking for it, please send shout outs to my man Chaz right there. That is Malik Milktastic. He's already put in his application to be a team. Him and his wife. Shout outs to him. Salute to him right now. And he already sent in his application, his information. Yo, if y'all keep playing around, he gonna get the job, okay? As long as everything check out on the background, he on his P's and Q's. He trying to get on with YMG and make a little bit of that YMG money, okay? So get your apps in. Once again, if you are interested, send an email to rstriverside@gmail.com. In the subject box, put drive for YMG. Man, to the next video, man, y'all stay safe. Don't do nothing I wouldn't do like be unsafe. And as always, winners focus on winning. And losers are always going to focus on winners, man. And we winning all day right here. Trucking with LoShawn Parks, YTTA. Bang, bang, gang, gang. You know what it is. Y'all stay safe. Peace.